Guys, look, I can do the Spock thing now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Get pranked. I still can't do it. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. You know, I have been avoiding Star Trek for a while because I went on vacation. I watched Star Trek 1, Star Trek 2, then I went on vacation for 2 weeks. I've come back, so it's been about 3 weeks now since I watched Star Trek 2. And that whole time I have been avoiding Star Trek because I didn't want to know if Spock was alive or if he was dead. I was fairly certain he was going to be alive because he's such a major character and the Genesis thing, you know, brings back life and stuff like that. So I thought maybe he was going to be alive, but I wasn't 100%. So I was avoiding everything. And then today, like right now, I go onto Amazon, I search Star Trek 3, I press search, and boom, The Search for Spock. So like 99% chance he must be alive. I feel like the 1% chance is that Spock in this movie is actually his twin, his secret identical twin, Brock, or something like that. But yeah, I have loved both of the Star Trek movies that I've seen so far. And again, I would like to apologize for not having seen the original series. A lot of people on my first Star Trek movie reaction requested that I watch Space Seed before Star Trek 2, but unfortunately I filmed my Star Trek 2 reaction 2 weeks before I even released the original Star Trek the Motion Picture movie reaction, so I never saw those comments, and I did want to watch some of the show before getting into Star Trek. I just did not have enough time. My summer was packed with school and then going on this really quickly planned vacation, but yeah, I am really sorry about that. But yeah, I'm really excited for this movie. I hope we see some Spock, although I hope we just kind of see him at the end, and the whole movie is this quest to find our man Spock, and then it's this really satisfying reunitation, that's not a word, but now it is, of Kirk and Spock. I'm just excited for it, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. But before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light, and we can decide what color it should be. Boop! Nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm going to go blue for 2 reasons. 1, because Star Trek in space, blue I feel like is a good space color, and 2, for some reason, I associate Spock with the color blue. I don't know why, but in my mind, Spock and blue are just like a pairing made in heaven. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's go searching for Spock. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. No, you don't play this scene again.
I have been, and always shall be, your friend.
No! Why are they doing this to me?
He did not feel this sacrifice a vain or empty one.
And the color is slowly coming back too. I like it, movie.
Of all the souls I have encountered in my travels, his was the most human.
Amen to that, it was.
Space.
No.
The final frontier.
Yeah, the final frontier, let's go!
Where no man has gone before.
Ah, it's such an epic line. To boldly go where no man has gone before. We're gonna see Spock instantly just walking around the forest like, oh, where am I? Star Trek 3! Star Trek 3! Star Trek 3! I'm excited. I hope the music's bopping. Christopher Lloyd as Kruge. Oh, I'm so excited for this Kruge guy. James Horner, let's go! I love myself some James Horner. Oh, Spock directed this movie. I found him, guys. He's behind the cameras.
Yet I feel uneasy, and I wonder why.
It's because you're missing your friend, Spock.
The death of Spock is like an open wound. Seems that I have left the noblest part of myself back there.
You gotta go back.
Scotty, progress report.
It's almost done, sir.
Scotty.
How much refit time till we can take her out again?
8 weeks, sir.
8
But
weeks.
you don't have 8
That's
weeks,
so
so I'll do
long.
it for you in 2.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Sulu, take the car. I'll be at my quarters.
Aye, sir.
So this is like pretty recently after the second movie then, isn't it? I like seeing these emotions from Kirk. I like it. I like it. He always feels like kind of this more stoic character, especially in the first movie he was kind of like that. But in the second one he definitely opened up, and at the end of the second one he really opened up. And I like that he's showing all these emotions now. I love it. Who is this?
Commander Krug.
That is not Spock. I'm searching for Spock, not you. Genesis is still a thing in this movie, okay. Oh my days. Is that Christopher Lloyd?
Bitch.
Yeah, it's definitely Christopher Lloyd. I love the practical dog underneath him as well. That is so cool looking.
What the hell's going on? When do I get paid off?
Soon, Captain.
You're gonna get blasted. You're gonna get blasted. They're gonna destroy the ship. Goodbye, everyone. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Ah, it looks so cool, doesn't it? That is so cool.
Approach control. This is Enterprise. Ready for docking maneuver.
You hear the music? I love wide shots of just seeing the Enterprise fly in space. Oh, it's so beautiful. It gives me chills every time.
Would you look at that?
Did they make a second one? No, that's a newer ship.
The Excelsior.
Oh.
Ready for trial runs.
It's not as beautiful as the Enterprise, I gotta say. It looks a little ugly.
Aye. And if my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a wagon.
From sea deck. From inside Mr. Spock's quarters.
What?
I ordered Spock's quarters sealed.
What if he was just in there? He was just in the room, just having a nap.
Jim,
What? What?
you left me on Genesis.
No, this can't be real.
Why did you do that?
What the heck is happening? Oh!
Oh?
He's been possessed or something.
Climb the steps, Jim. Climb the steps of Mount Saleya.
He literally looks possessed right now. Like someone has taken over his mind.
Admiral, docking is completed. Starfleet Commander
I
Morrow.
wonder what happened. I wonder what happened. Did someone like psychically connect with him or something?
But, sir, I'm sorry, Mr. Scott, but there will be no refit.
What? What? No.
The Enterprise is not...
Jim, the Enterprise is 20 years old.
Who cares? It's beautiful. It's sexy.
Consider it a quarantine planet and a forbidden subject.
Okay, they're trying to keep this under wraps. But this guy knows now. Christopher Lloyd knows.
Share this with no one. Understood, my lord.
He didn't tell that to the other guy, though. I don't like that ship. What if they find Spock? Come on, I want to see Spock.
Aye, sir. Coding now. Dr. Marcus, it's your planet.
Ah, David's on this ship.
This is where the fun begins, Savick.
That's a Star Wars line. This is where the fun begins. Or maybe it's a Star Trek line first. Who knows?
Foliage in fully developed state of growth. Temperature, 22.2 Celsius.
Perfect temperature.
Temperature 39.4.
Not the perfect temperature.
Metallic mass.
Close range scan.
It's the coffin. It's the coffin.
In code to Starfleet. Captain Spock's tube located on Genesis' surface. Yes, sir. Coding your message.
Life form? Life form? It's Spock. It has to be. But what if it isn't?
Reasonably free of danger.
Captain, please, we'll take the risk, but we've got to find out what it is.
Or who?
Please, Captain. Please let us go down.
He promised me he'd stay put. Well, we'll see. Ah, Mr. Scott. Come.
What the heck? Hello, Vulcan.
Sarek.
Hello, Sarek.
Last one to be with him.
Yes, I was.
And you must know that you should have come with him to Vulcan.
What? Why?
Because he asked you to.
To bring that which he gave you, his Katra, his living spirit.
Interesting. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The needs of the many
outweigh the needs of the few.
The needs of the few.
What a good line and what a cool shot.
And always shall be your friend.
Chills.
I had assumed he mind melded with you. It is the Vulcan way.
No, he never did such a thing.
Way. If there was that much at stake, Spock would have found a way.
He would have. Oh, Scott, maybe?
How?
What if he joined with someone else?
Scott. No, not Scott. Bones. My bad. I got those two mixed up.
Yes.
Back .77.
Flight recording.
No way. No way we're actually going to have seen it in the movie.
What is Mr. Scott's condition? Well, I don't think that he... Sorry, Doctor.
Oh!
I have no time to discuss this logic.
No way. No way. No way. No way. I thought that was just... Oh, no way he actually did this. Okay,
Remember.
yeah. We didn't see this in the second movie, but we saw the pinch. Ah, that's so cool. That's so cool.
You honor them both. You must.
I will.
Why do you look at me? I feel like you just looked at me right there. I believe you, Kirk, okay? I believe you.
That captain.
What if he just popped up like a vampire? Hello. Ew, what the heck are those things?
They're fruitful and multiplied.
But how could they have evolved so quickly?
Genesis makes the world evolve quickly. Why don't life forms evolve quickly too? That is so disgusting.
Savick.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. What the heck? Someone just screamed so loud that the wind... Boom! They created wind.
Honestly, I never understood Vulcan mysticism.
You don't have to believe.
Yeah, you don't have to, but just let him do it.
You'll destroy yourself. Do you understand me, Jim?
I hear you.
Nah, he doesn't actually hear ya. He's gonna steal the ship. I love Jim in this movie. He's like broken. He's sad. He's determined though to go get Spock. I love him. I love him in this movie.
Doc.
Yeah. Anybody been looking for me?
I have, but what's...
To expect one to order poison on bars. Not logical.
Ah, there you go. With some Spock in him. Why?
Message received. Available ship stands by.
Oh, nice.
Restricted. Take permits many. Money more.
Yeah, fair enough.
To be any damn permits. How can you get a permit to do a damn illegal thing?
Fair enough.
Genesis? Yes, Genesis. How can you be deaf with ears like that?
Make it quick, Admiral. They are moving him to the Federation Funny Farm.
Funny Farm? What a strange name.
That green-blooded son of a bitch. It's his revenge for all those arguments.
It's his revenge.
Don't get smart, Tiny.
Admiral, Starfleet
Commander. Sick here.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, nice, Sulu.
Don't call me Tiny.
Never call him Tiny.
Yeah, well, maybe that's okay for someone like you, whose career is winding down. But me...
She's like, winding down? I'm just getting started.
Get it.
Good evening, Commander. Is everything ready?
Ah, this is so good. Horror was so good there.
This isn't reality. This is fantasy.
Ooh.
Now get in the closet.
Okay.
Go on. Go.
Get in the closet, you punk.
And I'll see all of you at the rendezvous. Oh, and Admiral, all my hopes.
Yeah, all my hopes too, Admiral. USS Enterprise. I hope they start flying it. I hope they steal the Enterprise. Yes, they're stealing the Enterprise.
I can't ask you to go any further. Dr. McCoy and I have to do this. The rest of you do not.
Yeah, they'll come with you.
We're losing precious time.
What course, please, Admiral?
Oh, look at his crew. I want to give them all a hug.
1/4 impulse.
Oh, it's undocking. The music is going ham.
Someone is stealing the Enterprise.
I'm on my way.
I hate this guy already for some reason.
All stations, yellow alert. Alert, yellow alert.
What a beautiful shot.
Are you just gonna walk through them? Calm yourself, Doctor.
Or is a horror gonna open them?
Incredible machine. Helm?
I don't like the inside of this one. It's gross.
Sir? The doors, Mr. Scott.
Hi, sir. I'm working on it.
Come on, Mr. Scott. Come on, Mr. Scott. Scotty, 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 Scotty. Close the doors on this ship.
Stand by, tractor beam.
Tractor beam. Aye.
They have a tractor beam? That's cool. It's so sexy. Whoa, that's a big mama though. The Excelsior looks beautiful above. I don't like what it looks like underneath.
Warp speed. I see.
He doesn't care. He needs to save his friend. Keep his friend's memory alive. Ooh. Oh yes, Scotty. Yes, yes, thank you. Dude, Scotty's the real hero in this movie so far. Maximum velocity is 0. How are they not freezing cold? My hands would be blue by this point. Why is someone moaning in the snow? Let me rephrase that. Why is there a child crying in the snow? Show me the Vulcaneers. They're Vulcaneers. Is it Spock? Is it like a baby version of Spock?
The Genesis wave. His cells could have been regenerated.
So it could be like a baby Spock.
That the Genesis effect has in some way regenerated Captain Spock.
Yeah, she's like, what now?
Probably true, but let's do it by the book.
Stand by on this channel. Go.
Why not just beam this child aboard?
Sir, something is jamming our transmission.
It's Christopher Lloyd.
Surge from astern, Captain.
Yeah, baby!
Hey, sir.
Oh! That is not just the engine. Whoa, that's cool. That was so epic.
It would seem
They
that
blew
Grissom
up.
was destroyed by an enemy attack.
They don't seem very sad about all of their crew members just dying. I know Vulcans don't show that much emotion, but David, he should be a little upset.
An unstable substance which every ethical scientist in the galaxy has denounced as dangerously unpredictable.
Yet you used it, David.
Like your father, you changed the rules.
Ha, yeah, true.
How many have died? How much damage have you done? And what is yet to come?
She is speaking cold hard facts. David, you better be listening up. Oh, guys, they need to go. These things need to go. Why would you touch it? Why would you touch that? Ew. That was actually so disgusting. Is he trying to assert his dominance to those worms though? Like why did he feel the need to just kill one?
And Spock with it. It seems they're joined together.
They are.
So if you destroyed the planet, would you destroy Spock?
Vulcan males must endure it every 7th year of their adult life.
Oh, what? That sounds horrible.
Starfleet calling USS Grissom. A warning about us.
Response?
I just thought I have a funny joke. Remind me to say it after the video, even though I know you can't. If I forget to say the joke, put it in the comment section.
Keep trying to check out. At regular intervals.
The planet's evolving, the planet's evolving. We have like teenage Spot now. Spot? Did I say Spot? Teenage Spot. Spock. He looks like in a lot less pain now, you know? A lot more calm. I hate that thing so much.
For an instant, a scout-class vessel.
Keep your eyes out, boys.
Yeah, hook! Spock!
My hook!
Man! What happened to the other guy? What happened to David? Oh, there's David.
Then I hope pain is something you enjoy.
She's like, actually it is. Can you imagine?
Grissom, this is Enterprise calling. Do you read?
They're not gonna answer, Kirk.
Short-range scan, Mr. Chekhov. Put it on visual, Mr. Sulu.
Right there, right there. You can see it. You can see it.
Range 2,000 kilogram.
I'm so stressed. Yeah, like only target this time or you're gonna get shot like the other guy.
A cloaking device. Red alert, Mr. Scott.
Hey, Tom.
Who are you red alerting? Everyone on your ship is in there. You don't need to just red alert.
Decloak before they can fire.
May all your guesses be right.
Kirk has some good intuition. There we go, there we go, there we go, fire! Ah, let's go! The dog. I want the dog to die, I'm sorry, it's so disturbing. Oh, yes! Oh, thank you. Thank you, I asked for it and it happened. Ooh. Oh, at least the ship isn't totally destroyed.
So, we're a sitting duck.
Yeah, you are. That was a great shot, by the way, with the light over Scotty in the or Bones in the background. Why do I keep mixing up their names? I'm so sorry.
Put them on screen.
Admiral James.
That was such a dramatic turnaround. I bet he's been preparing that for a while.
Serious blow than I thought.
How can you tell that?
I trust my instincts.
Yeah, trust your instincts, bud.
I will allow you to speak to them.
Dude, imagine him hearing that Spock's a teenager now.
This Vulcan.
Oh, look at this shot. It's so sexy.
Savik's right. This planet is unstable. It's going to destroy itself in a matter of hours.
Oh, nice. We got a ticking time bomb.
Just don't surrender. Genesis doesn't work. I can't believe they'd kill us for it.
Admiral, you're young.
They don't want it for life. They want it for death.
I'll kill one of the prisoners.
Wait a minute. Give me a chance to talk.
No way. No way one of them dies. It's gonna be Savik. Or David. Or Spock? You wouldn't kill little Spock. Ah, thank you, David. Thank you, David. Beat this man up.
Savik.
David. You better not have been stabbed. David. He lost his son. He lost his flippin' son.
Klingon bastard, you've killed my son.
He's undergone so much grief in this movie already.
You want them killed too? Surrender your vessel.
At least David went out with a fight, you know. He was protecting the others. I love the lighting in the Enterprise right now.
Bones, you and Sulu to the transporter room. The rest of you with me. We have a job to do.
There's never a no-win scenario, Kirk. Let's go.
Computer. Commander Montgomery Scott. Chief.
Is this like self-destructing all of the data on the ship sort of deal?
2. Code 1. 1A.
Or are they gonna blow up the ship? If they blow up the Enterprise, I'm gonna be so sad.
Destruct sequence completed and engaged. Awaiting.
Yeah, so the...
0.
Destruct sequence.
Oh, so the whole ship's gonna blow up? I don't want to see the Enterprise blow up. It's such a cool ship. They better remake it for the next movie. And the Klingons are gonna come on. The ship's gonna blow up.
The only thing speaking.
Speaking? Let me hear.
Does it have a giant countdown on it? Come on, you can't be that dumb.
One.
These guys deserve to die, I'm gonna be honest with you. They saw a giant countdown and they didn't think the ship was gonna blow up. No, 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 no. The Enterprise is a liked character, you know? It's like a good friend dying. Oh. What a flippin' amazing shot.
My God, Bones. What have I done?
What you had.
Oh no, man. You've desecrated this beautiful machine.
Chance to live.
You do that, though.
Planet.
I have chills. What the heck? Oh, man. I'm actually so sad that the Enterprise is gone. It's gonna look older now? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Great Scott! I really want the villain to say that. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, he's getting close, he's getting close. Well, that guy's dead. Thank you. I was hoping Kirk would go find David's body. I'm glad he went there almost straight away.
Is there anything we can do?
Only one thing, sir. Get him off this planet.
Take him to Vulcan.
Surprise to you. But our ship was the victim of an unfortunate accident.
Yeah. Yeah, accident.
What is your answer?
My answer is die. Oh, oh.
Over there! All but Kirk!
Do you think Kirk lives in Albuquerque? Sorry, I don't know why. I just thought of that joke right now. Oh, that was so lame. Okay, so they're going on the ship. So is Kirk gonna die here?
The planet's destroying itself!
Yes, exhilarating, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. What the heck? That boulder just said, time to fight, guys. What the heck? When was Kirk a gymnast? Into the pit. Oh, nice! Jump on him into the pit. What the heck? The pit led to hell. That piece of rock is 100% fallen. There is no way it is so unstable. They went to hell or Mustafar. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I told you it was gonna fall.
Give me your hand!
Long live the king. Steps on his hand. Oh, nice.
Enough of you!
Ah, let's go. Goodbye, Christopher. Is that just the end of him now? Is he just gone? Is he just... He's dead. He just became lava. Felt a little unsatisfying to me. Oh no, I was just expecting more from the villain. I feel like we didn't get a lot of him. Kirk, man, you gotta go. You gotta go. 22! Did he just speak Klingon? Did he say like beam me up in Klingon? I'm glad he made it, because this planet is literally about to blow up.
I do not deserve to live.
Fine, I'll kill you later.
Let's get out of here.
What a good line.
If I read this right, sir, we have full power.
Go, sir.
Oh, whoa, whoa. That looks so cool.
Goodbye, David.
I forgot David's body was on there. Oh, that sucks. You can't even have like a funeral for him.
Remember?
Do the...
Now tell me what to do with it.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell you something that
Never thought I'd ever hear myself say.
But I miss you.
But it seems I've missed you. I don't know if I could stand to lose you again.
Hearing Kirk open up this one thing is great. Hearing Bones open up, it's a whole nother level. But he's so happy that he's gonna see his son again. Like deep down there's a happiness, there's an emotion there.
Sarek is waiting above, sir.
What if Spock actually doesn't come back? I'm starting to doubt that he's gonna come back. He has to come back, right? There's no way he doesn't. I love the music right now. It's so ethereal and mysterious.
The body of your son breathes still.
Really?
What is your wish?
Make him alive.
Is uncertain.
Yes,
where my
good.
son is concerned.
Good.
Coy. Leonard H., son of David.
Son
McCoy,
of David.
son of David.
I was doing what those women were doing in the background, but my hand's tired now, so I'm gonna stop.
Use all our powers to return to his body that which you possess.
Good, 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 good.
The danger to thyself is as grave as the danger to Spock.
Can you lose yourself? Will you just die? What happened?
I choose the danger.
Bones! Let's go, man! Let's go! Imagine if the movie ended on like a cliffhanger. We don't know if it worked. I would literally jump out of my chair and sue all of Star Trek. The music, man, the music. I'm getting chills again. What happened? What happened? Bones is okay. He looks alive.
Only time will answer.
I don't care about time. I want to know now.
Tried. The cost would have been my soul.
That's such a good line. That was so good. I see him under the hood there. I see you, Spock. Take off that hood. Yes, turn around. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
My father says that you have been my friend.
Oh, he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember.
Because the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many.
Oh, switch for Uno reverse over here, Kirk.
I have been, and ever shall be, your friend.
Oh, come on.
Jim.
Yes, Jim, that's his name.
Yes.
Yes. And the music, the music, the music. I got some chills again. And the adventure continues. Yes, it does, sir. Yes, it does. And that was my reaction to Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. The 1984 sci-fi action film starring Leonard Nimoy, William Shatner, DeForest, Kelley, James Doohan, and Christopher Lloyd. My man, Christopher Lloyd. I didn't even know he was going to be in this movie. That was actually really exciting when I saw his name in the credits as Kruge, I think his name was. Kruge, I think Kruge, because there's an E at the end. I enjoyed that movie. I think it was my least favorite of the 3 Star Trek movies that I've seen so far. However, that doesn't mean that I didn't like this. I thought there were so many good moments in this movie, some really great special effects, some really great practical effects, a lot of actually amazing practical effects, some amazing shots that Mr. Spock himself directed, although I thought for the most part the directing was a lot more wooden than the other 2 movies. It felt a lot less secure or maybe a little bit more amateur. However, that doesn't mean that some of the cinematography wasn't good. There were some amazing and beautiful shots in this movie. It just felt a little bit more amateur than the first movie, definitely than the first movie, and then the second movie as well. I also thought the villain in this movie was the weakest of all of the villains, and that's including a satellite, the Voyager, V'ger, that's including V'ger satellite. I just didn't really care for Christopher Lloyd's character. It was fun that it was Christopher Lloyd in the movie, but he was super lackluster to me, and he honestly wasn't really the main point of the movie. He was just there to add like an extra stake to the film, to the story, but he wasn't really necessary. Like, the main point of the story was to get Spock off of this planet before he ages too fast, before the planet explodes, get him to Vulcan and see if he can get better, you know? So like, he just kind of felt a little bit unimportant, and it kind of felt like the screenplay didn't really know how to use him, because his death was so lackluster. He just died, and I was like, okay, he's dead, let's move on, I guess. But besides that, I did have a really good time with this movie. Some great character stuff, some great character work, character emotions. I really liked the slow pacing of it, although I thought at times it felt slow paced, and it just didn't feel like, because the first movie, for example, is super slow paced. Everything's going like at 0% speed, but you have these grand visuals, these grand senses of adventure, and it was awesome. You know, even though the movie is super slow, you're awestruck by these visuals that you're seeing. And then in the second movie, there's a lot more action. You have these more character moments. The first movie, there's not actually that many character moments. Like, everyone kind of feels like these very flat characters, but the second one really fleshes out the characters, and it becomes more of an action movie with a really cool villain, Khan. The third movie feels almost like a mix of both movies, of both the first movie and the second movie, but it never contains the right amount of both movies. You know, it feels like it's trying to get into like the middle of this seesaw between slow paced and action, but it doesn't quite reach the heights of both movies on like both the slow pacing with like this amazing visuals and stuff like that, and then the really amazing action sequences with a cool villain. No, it feels like it's trying to do both at the same time, but it doesn't quite pull it off, and so it kind of left me feeling a little bit lackluster with the slow pacing. Like, it just felt like some things could have just been cut, like the new ship, it was like the Excelsior or something like that. I feel like that just didn't need to be in the movie, but it was in the movie. So, you know, things like that I felt like could have been cut. But at the same time, I thought a lot of the character stuff, I liked that the film took a lot of time to get with the characters, especially Kirk. I like that we got with Bones a little bit as well. We got some emotion from Bones, which is pretty rare. He usually isn't that emotional, at least in the movies. He hasn't been that emotional. And Kirk, we got to see Kirk grieving. We got to see him just insanely sad Kirk, this version of Kirk that we've never, or at least I in the movies have never seen before. And so it was a really interesting side to this character, and I really liked the journey that Kirk went on in this film. So on the character aspect of this movie, I thought the film did a really good job with the slow pacing to really drive home how especially Kirk was feeling in all of these situations. And then I also just really liked everything that had to do with like young Spock, and then when they were on Vulcan at the end, I thought the ending of this movie was really heartwarming, was just really great. I loved that all the cast got to go up to Spock at the end and almost like give him a hug, and then the music swells and stuff like that. We get the Star Trek theme, end credits. It's just like after the ending of the second movie, which was heartbreaking, we get a heartwarming ending at the end of this one. So yeah, okay, so that was a long intro. I'm going to talk about the reviews of this movie, and then I'm going to get into the things that I liked, the shots and stuff like that. Some of the shots were beautiful. The practical effects I'll get into and stuff. The score I'll get into. I really like the score of this movie. James Horner did a great job. And then I'll get into like maybe one or two things that I disliked about this, but I did just kind of talk about them, so maybe I won't, but I'll decide when I get there. And oh, also the joke, if you're still around, we are like 5-6 minutes into this review now, so I don't know how many people are still going to be listening, but if you're still around, the joke is going to be super lackluster because you've waited so long for it. It's been like this whole video, but Saavik had a blaster, and she was like super stoic in this movie because she is a Vulcan, so she's pretty emotionless, but she seemed like very brave as well. She seemed like a very brave person, so I was gonna make the joke that Saavik had a phaser because nothing could phase her. So yeah, it literally is the lamest joke of all time. It's literally the lamest joke of all time, but also I think it's pretty funny. Okay, so the reviews of this movie, 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb and 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. It seems like audiences actually like this movie less than critics, which is very interesting to me. I can see critics enjoying this movie. Although 78% does seem a little high for critics. I don't know why. I feel like critics are usually very nitpicky, and I feel like you could nitpick this movie quite a bit. So 78% is high, but like I don't necessarily disagree with it. I think I would go in the middle of these two reviews. I think I'd go like a 7 out of 10 for this movie. I think that is a good score. So I think in the middle of audiences and critics is where I'd put my review of this movie, I guess. So the score by James Horner was absolutely amazing. It was beautiful. It was magical at times. It was stressful at times. It was ethereal and mysterious. The score that played while they were on Vulcan and they were doing that mind transfer thing, and we were going like the fade ins and the fade outs of the characters, and then we see Spock lying there and Bones lying there and stuff like that. Oh my god, that music was so intense, but it was like strangely beautiful, and I'm gonna download it and listen to it because it was really good. James Horner did such a good job. The main Star Trek theme, as always, was crazy. Whenever the little piano or something would go do 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 do, it would just like play in the background a little bit, like tease you for the theme, you know. Oh, so good. And the music when the Enterprise is going into the space station, like docking into the space station, oh, it just like the music, the Enterprise already is sexy, but then when the music encompasses the scene and encompasses the visuals of the Enterprise, it just like everything lands and I just get chills everywhere. The music in this movie was great. I'm excited to keep hearing Star Trek music because I'm hoping it stays amazing. The practical effects in this movie as well were top notch. The weird dog thing that Cruj had, I hated that thing, and I'm so glad that it died right after I said that I was kind of hoping that it would die. Like, no disrespect to that dog, but it was so ugly, it terrified me to death, but like, it was such a cool thing. It was like some form of puppet animatronic or something like that, but just like the gooiness, the sliminess of it, it was just so terrifying. So I thought the Klingons looked really cool in this movie as well. I've never really seen a Klingon before. I know they're in Star Trek Into Darkness, but I feel like you don't get like a super good look at them in Star Trek Into Darkness, and I know they were in the first movie as well, but again, they were only in the first movie for the intro of the movie, so you don't really get to see them there as well. So I thought the Klingons looked really cool in this movie. I loved the giant hair, like the giant eyebrows and stuff that they have. I thought that was a really cool design choice, and again, I thought their prosthetics looked really good. I never once thought that they looked fake or just weirdly on everyone's heads, on all the actors' heads. I thought it all looked really well done. The Enterprise as well was beautiful in this movie. I'm assuming it was a model as well as many of the other ships. I'm assuming they were models as well. I thought they were all great. Obviously, the visuals I don't think compare to the original Star Trek motion picture, just because I don't think any visuals will compare to that movie, because that movie has some of the most outstanding visuals I've ever seen in a sci-fi movie of all time. But I still thought the visuals were beautiful, and some of the shots in this movie that Leonard Nimoy directed were out of this world, were beyond belief. I mean, I thought some of his directing was a little bit amateurish, especially with the fight scene between Cruj and Kirk. I thought that was pretty amateur and stuff like that, and I wasn't super invested in that fight sequence or anything. But like when the Enterprise is crashing, for instance, and we get the shot of all the crew on the cliff, and it's this wide and it's like a sunset or something, and the Enterprise is blazing off into the distance, which, by the way, the Enterprise is dead. We got David's death and the Enterprise is dead. What the heck? We got Spock, but at what cost? Like, honestly, is Spock worth the Enterprise? I don't know, but I know he is. He is. We'll just make a new Enterprise. We better make a new Enterprise. If we don't have a new Enterprise in the next Star Trek movie, I might have to go and sue whoever decided to not put the Enterprise in the next Star Trek movie. But yeah, we had some amazing shots. Some of the cinematography was great. I thought all the space stuff was really, really cool, was really well done. And just like, I don't know, I thought all of the practical effects, and even though the visual effects didn't live up, just like the second movie, they didn't live up to the first movie in terms of grandeur, they still looked really, really good. I just don't think anything's going to top the sense of adventure and grandeur that the first movie has. Yeah, and so yeah, I guess my main gripes with this movie was just that the villain I found really weak. I enjoyed Christopher Lloyd's performance. I just found him very weak, and I never found myself really caring about him or finding myself terrified about him. I was never scared for the villain. Even though he did kill David, he did order that David would die. I still was never like super terrified of him. But like, I don't know, I just don't think he was necessary in the movie. I would have maybe liked it just if, like in the first movie where there's not really a villain, but there's kind of a villain, kind of like this one maybe, where I wish there was just kind of like it was just like an adventure to find Spock, and maybe they encountered things along the way, almost like just like a longer version of a TV episode maybe, and we didn't need the villain. We also for some reason have friends over now, so it's going to be a little loud. I'm going to try and talk a little louder to take over their voices, but if you hear them in the background, I am sorry. But I am going to talk about the cast now. I don't really want to nitpick this movie because I did enjoy it enough where I don't really feel like nitpicking it. I really am enjoying the Star Trek movie so far. But let's get into the cast really quickly. I'm actually just going to talk about William Shatner. DeForest Kelley, actually, I'll talk about quickly. I really thought his performance, I really enjoyed it. He's very funny, and I really like just his normal Bones performance. But his subtlety and stuff like that, and his sadness when he said he missed Spock, that really got to me, and I just thought that moment was such a good moment for Bones. But getting into Kirk in this movie was the most, I think, fleshed out Kirk I feel like I've seen emotionally. I've never really seen him in grief before besides the end of the second movie, but this one really dove into it, how he dealt with this grief and stuff. He lost his son, he lost his ship, and he lost his best friend. He lost his best friend in the last movie, but in this one he lost his son and his ship, and he was trying to get his best friend back. He had hope that he could get his best friend back, but he also thought that maybe his best friend it was dead for good at the start of the movie, right? So he went through all of these different stages of grief, and it was just this really interesting thing to watch this character go through, and I thought the movie did it and handled it so well. I could feel his sorrow, I could feel his grief, his remorse, his regret, all of this stuff. And you know, I have never really found myself feeling for Kirk until the end of the second movie, but this whole movie I found myself completely attached to Kirk, and I really like that because now I'm super excited to see him in the upcoming movies. So yeah, that is my reaction and review to Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock, the 1984 sci-fi action film. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I'm really excited to get into more of the Star Trek movies. I have Star Trek 4, 5, and 6 with the old cast, and I think the next movies after that are the next generation movies. I'm not 100%, but I think that is the case. But anyways, I love Star Trek. I've loved every single movie, or at least enjoyed every single movie, and I'm hoping that that continues with the next one. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.